Hello guys, welcome back to our channel. Or if you are new, welcome to our channel. So today we are going to have a webinar related to AR in UX. So I would like Aniket to start with this topic.
Thanks, Nadir. Thank you. So, good evening, guys. Welcome to today's webinar on augmented reality, revolutionizing the user experience. So, I am Aniket Balero, and I am thrilled to be here with Nadir Sheikh. And as we delve into the exciting world of augmented reality uh, and its impact on our user experience, so before diving deep into it, I would like to discuss what actually augmented reality is. So, basically, augmented reality, it is a technology that superimposes digital information such as like images, videos, or 3D models on the real world environment and typically viewed through a device such as smartphone. It can be anything, a tablet or a AR headset. So there is a thin difference between AR and VR. I'm just giving you an overview for you to understand. So unlike virtual reality, which immerse into virtual world. So entire the VR is actually entirely simulated environments, and AR enhances the real world by overlaying virtual elements into it. So I would like to proceed further with how does AR works and what are the key aspects to it. So over to you, Nadir sir.
Okay, so let's take an example of how actually AR works and what are the some key aspects of this technology and how it can actually change our future or how we think about user experience. So the first thing is sensing the environment. Once AR devices use sensors like cameras, GPS, accelerometers, and gyroscopes to detect and understand user surroundings. So, for an example, if I'm here and I'm using a camera to detect my location or to detect my point where I'm just checking the environment or laying an overlay by the environment or doing a virtual thing in the real world environment, such as location, orientation, or movement, these sensors gather all these kind of data and give us a result back. The second thing is augmenting digital content actually. So AR software processes the sensor data and overlays digital content onto the real world view displayed like the real world view displayed on the device screens or through AR glasses. There are a lot of ways that work, a reality can be augmented through lenses or maybe through glasses or maybe through any other camera or stuff. This digital content could include 3D models, text, images, animations, or any videos. The third one is displaying the augmented view. The augmented view is presented to the user in real time, seamlessly integrating virtual elements with the physical environment. User can interact with the augmented content and observe how it interacts with the real world. So it's like a gateway to a new virtual world that we can explore and see the things in it. And there are a lot of more things that I would like Aniket to explain.
Okay. So, as Nadir sir previously explained, that displaying of the augmented view, which reaches us to a key point that tracking and alignment of the visual impact should be, precise. So, basically, the fourth point is tracking and alignment, where AR systems use advanced algorithms to track the user's viewpoint and ensure the virtual objects appearing anchored and alignment correctly. So, over to our fifth point, rendering and performance. Of course, the objects we are trying to render in our augmented reality, we're talking about that. And the AR applications must render digitally. It can be anything, images or 3D models or videos, whatever it is. So they are rendering in digital content quickly and accurately to maintain a smooth and immersive experience for the user. Also, optimizing performance is crucial, especially on mobile devices with limited processing power and battery life. Bringing me forward to the next point, the user's interactivity and user input. So AR experiences often involve user interactions, of course, such as tapping, swinging. As we all know, there are PlayStation which work on VR, AR, and there is also, for example, our gaming consoles, Apple Pro, so where user can use these gestures such as tapping, swinging, and manipulating virtual objects or triggered actions, right? So some AR systems also support voice commands or other forms of input or hand free interactions. So I want to explain you all this with few examples in different industries. So I want to proceed further with AR applications within user experience. So basically, AR is not just about gimmicks and flashes or visuals. It has the power to transform user experience across various industries, from retail, manufacturing, gaming, education, healthcare. So one prime example in the retail sector would be, AR applications allow our customers to visualize the product while they are at their, home environment. So making your giving you an overview of how the purchase, how the product is going to be. So before making a purchase, revolutionizing the online shopping experience. Also, we are all aware of gaming. So Pokemon Go is a prime example of how AR would work. It is our real time environment which renders the Pokemon or objects 3D models into our mobile screen, and the game is played accordingly. Of course, there is another example of Oculus Quest 2, which is also another example of a gaming. And if I want to proceed further with AR, another example in terms of education and healthcare. So just imagine AR has the potential in education that students can imagine historical monuments while sitting at their classrooms or homes, whatever, where historical sites and monuments can be displayed over their augmented reality world. Also, it can bring learning to life on a way that was previously unimaginable. Proceeding further with our next topic, designing regarding augmented reality. So I want Nadir to proceed with it.
Okay, thank you, Aniket. So let's dwell into the user experience design for augmented reality. That is actually the topic for today. And along with this, we now know that what is augmented reality, how augmented reality can affect our futures, and how augmented reality is actually crucial for us to grow in the future. And
Sorry, Nadir,
apart from
sorry to
that,
interrupt you for a minute, if I may, of course. Actually, we have a comment from Rohini Jadhav. She's asking, "Hello, Aniket, tell me the what is the difference between different kinds of AI?" And I wanted to answer after your section, but she seems to be impatient, so I would like to, So basically,
okay,
AR, different kinds of AR, right? So yes, there are four types of AR. One is overlay AR, counter AR, and projected AR, and the other one is location-based AR. So I hope that answers your question, Rohini. Yeah, yeah, Nadir, over to you.
okay. So let's talk about the design considerations when we create AR experiences. Designer must be carefully considered factors such as spatial interactions, contextual interactions, gesture-based interactions, enhanced virtualization, physical and digital integration, and accessibility. These are some of the points that actually, should be taken into consideration when we are designing an experience for augmented reality applications or augmented reality softwares or anything such as that. So first of all, let's talk about spatial interaction. So what is spatial interaction? So AR allows users to interact with digital content overlaid onto the physical world, right? So UX designers can leverage spatial interactions to create intuitive and immersive experiences. For an example, user might physically move around the explore virtual objects or manipulate them using gestures. So these gestures can be used in a lot of ways. I'll give you an example. If you have ever seen a game called as Half-Life Alyx, so the company behind it has actually created a spatial interaction where the user can actually interact with the objects that are currently in front of him and give a thorough user experience to them. The second one would be contextual information. So AR provides contextual information by overlaying digital content onto real world objects or environments. So for an example, I have a laptop. So there would be like five or six key points highlighted virtually to give me the actual specifications of what the laptop currently has in it. So these are contextual information or an example of contextual information that a real world object or environment can have. So UX designers can utilize this feature to deliver relevant information at the right time and place, enhancing user understanding and decision making processes. So the third one is the gesture-based controls. Gesture-based controls are really common these days. You will get gesture-based control in everything. May it be a mobile, may it be a laptop, may it be any screen touch device that you are using. There are gesture-based controls. So AR interfaces often support gesture-based interactions, allowing users to manipulate virtual objects or navigate interfaces using natural hand movements. As a UX designer, needs to design intuitive gesture-based interactions that are easy for users to learn and remember, ensuring a seamless and enjoyable experience. Apart from that, there is enhanced visualization. So for enhanced visualization and other topics, I would like Aniket to continue with it.
Okay, thank you, Nadir. So, guys, enhanced visualization. Of course, apart from the presentation, I have one question again from optical motions. Is there a possibility to use AR or VR in marketing? So yes, optical motions. Of course, there is a possibility you can use AR and VR. Very very good question. I actually gave an example of it. The in marketing, whatever your product is, you can actually place it into an AR, augmented reality environment or virtual reality. So the user would have an actual representation of how the product is without even having to meet you in person. So yes, it is a practically possible, and it is a very good question. Thank you. So moving on, I have enhanced visualization, of course. AR actually enables users to visualize product, as I already said, designs or data in real world context, right? Offering a more immersive and accurate representation compared to traditional 2D interfaces. This capability can be particularly be beneficial for industries like architecture, interior designs and retails, where visualizing product or design is on site is essential, right? Moving on to another point, the physical and digital integration. Now, what happens is the AR blurs these boundaries between the physical and the digital world, enabling a seamless integration of digital content into real world environment. So UX designers must consider how to harmoniously blend these digital elements with physical surroundings to create cohesive and compelling experiences. Now the last point would be accessibility. So AR basically has this potential to improve accessibility by overlaying, digital content with additional sensory cues, such as audio, or it can be haptic feedbacks to accommodate user with diverse needs. So basically, like a user-centered design principles are more critical than ever in the realm of AR. And by understanding users' needs and behavior, designers can actually create experience that are not only visually stunning, but also they are practical and user friendly. So further on, there are designers face a few challenges regarding all this. So I want Nadir to take over and explain what are those overcoming challenges.
So, as Aniket said, there are actually challenges in AR, and people might actually know about it as well. So, of course, integrating AR into UX design comes with its own set of challenges, technical limitations, accessibility concerns, and ensuring cross-platform compatibility are just few hurdles that designers may encounter. And these hurdles may sound kind of a setback, but there are a lot of opportunities that can be used for innovation and creativity. So, by embracing these challenges head on, designers can push their boundaries of what's possible with augmented reality and create truly transformative experiences. And as for all of the key points that we actually highlighted above, so I would like to that say that incorporating augmented reality into UX design requires a deep understanding of both digital interaction principles and real-world user behaviors. So by leveraging these kind of unique capabilities of AI technology along with user experience design, UX designers can create immersive, intuitive, and engaging experiences that that bridges the gap between the physical and the digital realms. So from this point on, I would like to conclude it. So Aniket, let's do the conclusion.
Yeah, yeah. So as we wrap up, let's just consider that the future of augmented reality in user experience design, with advancements of AI technology and ever-growing demand for immersive experiences, the possibilities are endless, right, Nadir?
That is absolutely true, Aniket. From enhanced visualization and personalized interactions to seamless integration with everyday life, the future of AR in UX is bright and full of potential. So thank you all for joining us today. We hope you found this webinar insightful and inspiring. Now we'd love to hear from you. If you have any questions or thoughts, please feel free to share them in the comment section.
Yeah, so Soham Kanade asked, "Hello, Aniket, please answer my question." So sorry, Soham, I missed your question. I didn't read it before. So, Aniket, what is the difference between AR and VR? Okay. So, Soham, basically, augmented reality. What does like augmented word means? Augmentation means creating, making. So, augmented reality, this is a technology that imposes the digital information in terms of objects, models, 3D models, or images or videos in your physical environment. Whereas the key difference between VR and AR is that VR is not real. VR basically it is stimulated reality. There is no real environment around it. So yes, I hope that answers your question. Anything else?
Okay, so Athira has asked, is AI used in AR? So yes, AI is actually used in AR, and there are a lot of examples, such as for one example that is Pokemon Go. So Pokemon
Hmm.
Go actually uses AI in AR to actually detect the current location of the Pokemon, or what the actual player level is, and what kind of Pokemon they should give them, and etc. So AI can be integrated, and AI is mostly integrated in AR. So Abhishek Mohoday has asked, what if I don't have a product but a service? So like AR can be used as a product and as a service as well. It totally depends upon how you can actually, you want to use it. So for an example, uh, Pokemon Go, let's take an example of Pokemon Go only because it's relevant for most of the people. So that's not a product, that's a service that people are using to play games and such things like that. Ankita has asked, why is augmented reality important for UX? So I would like to frame your question the other way. UX is important for augmented reality, and UX and augmented reality go the same pace as each other, as with each other, because AR and VR is actually booming these years. So UX is actually important in every relevant field that we come in. I hope that answers my question. Okay, so Rohini has asked the last question. So, what types of IT employees are required to create an AR app? So AR apps can be used for construction, or maybe that it can be used for other signs. For example, a restaurant can use it to show its menu. So real life example can be given as Zomato currently uses AR to visualize the dishes in front of you. So you can see the dishes firsthand, and you would know that if you want to order it or not. So I hope I answer your question, Rohini. Are there any further questions? Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you for joining our stream. So please subscribe to our channel and like and share and comment on our video. Thank you. You
Thank
have
you
been
so
a
much.
great
Thank you so
host.
much, Nadir. Thank you.